guys, let's have a closer look at the different heating techniques of the Vapman. Because the Vapman is a manual vaporizer, you can really play around with it. You can get so many different results out of it. It's just a joy using it when you really know how to use it. And the good thing is also that you can get the same results with the flame length, with the jet lighter, than with the heating station, when you really know how to use and heat up the Vapman properly. So yeah, I will show you now 3 different heating techniques. First, we're gonna heat up the Vapman like it's written in the manual. And then I'm gonna show you a heating technique for microdosing and a very derpy session. And the last one will be a heating technique for the use with concentrates. And yeah, the most important thing heating up the Vapman without the station is the jet lighter. On every jet lighter at the bottom there is a little ventil. There you can adjust the flame length. That's very important. I recommend always just start heating up the Vapman and then adjust the flame length up. So by turning it left or right, the flame length will increase or decrease. So now we're gonna use a flame length approximately like the diameter of the filter, which is, a bit more, like that. So with this flame length, we heat about 3 seconds, more or less. It's just play a bit around. But at the first heat up cycle, we heat up twice because the Vapman is cold and needs to get on operating temperature. So and what's also very important is that you always heat the tip of the blue jet flame to this tip of the golden heating chamber. And yeah, let's just heat up. It's like 1, 2, 3, little break. 1, 2, 3. And then you can take a sip. Check the temperature of the herbs, and if it's too less, just heat a bit more, and if it's already on the upper side, just heat a bit less. And yeah, this is about the heating technique most people are using the Vapman. Now I will show you how I personally use the Vapman. I like to use a smaller flame length because then the golden copper heats up more evenly, because the heat transmission on copper is very efficient, but I really feel a kind of little difference when I use a smaller flame length than a bigger one, because the heat up time is less aggressive, and especially because I always want to chase the flavor, I really get good results out of it. And what's also cool, I also like vaping very small amount of herbs. I just use the concentrate sieve, put here a few a bit of herb inside, and then I start heating up. And what's also important, always use a very fine ground herb. The finer the herb is, the better the result is. And don't overpack the bowl, so it should be fluffy inside. Then this is normally the flame length I like to use the Vapman the most. So, and I also like to heat in intervals. For example, I heat 2 seconds, then I make 1-2 seconds break. I heat 2 seconds. It sounds a bit difficult, but it's really not difficult. It's just playing around with an instrument. So I'm gonna show you now how I heat up the Vapman. It's just like 1, 2, 3, 1, little break. And then I take a sip. Enjoy also the flavor, even if it's not on vaporization temperature, and then I start heating up again. Always in intervals, then I have more control over the heat. I don't heat so much aggressive, and then I take another sip. I just don't have herbs inside now, but if I would, I already feel now that it's on a good temperature, what I like to vape. So yeah, I like to vape like that, but it's also, everyone has their own techniques. Now I'm gonna show you also the last one. It's like when you like using concentrates, vaping concentrates. There I use a bigger flame length than I use with herbs or microdosing or for derpy sessions, because concentrates needs a little bit of higher temperature. I just go up a very little bit. Also hear the difference on the flame length. a small difference is just big, because the power that the flame length has is bigger than you think. So I always use the same sieve for concentrates than I use now for microdosing. I have different sieves. I use one for just for herbs for microdosing, and I have one for concentrates. So I put the concentrates on the sieve, just close to that one. And when I vape concentrates, I heat up a bit more. You will see it now, because the flame, the concentrates needs a higher temperature. And but as always, just play a bit around. You will get the feeling out of it, and you will get also great results when you spend a bit of time playing around. Just take a sip and then check the temperature and then heat up again. It's always for me very helpful to heat in intervals, because then I lower the risk burning the herbs. And I hope you enjoyed this video. We also have on Reddit a cookbook where we have different recipes how to heat up the Vapman. It's really in detail, which grind, which heat up time, which intervals, and so on. We have also many customers that wrote their way of heating up the Vapman inside there. So just feel free to check it out and also add your heating style. It's cool to see how everyone heats up the Vapman. And the good thing is, I guarantee that if you really know how to heat up the Vapman properly, you will get the same results than with the station. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope it was helpful for you to heat up the Vapman. And also for the beginners, last thing I wanted to say, heat in intervals. Really, it's helpful when you start using the Vapman and you are not used to the power of Vapman and the short heat up time. Heat in intervals, then you lower the risk of burning your herbs, and then you will be good to go. Have a good day, guys, and see you soon.